Greetings, customers. Merry Christmas. Having said that, by the time you see this, it'll be well gone past Christmas, but anyway. It's currently Christmas time here, and got some mincemeat to use up. Not as in meat mince, but as in traditional mincemeat, which is, you know, fruit and stuff like that. Although you can have mincemeat with mince in it, like it used to be, but we ain't got that. And what we're going to make is some cupcakes. Now, I've nicked this from Cupcake Jemma again, although it's got a bit of a twist to it. Because she adds brandy, and, well, we didn't really have any brandy. It's not something we drink particularly a lot. I'm a bit partial to the old malt. And for the sake of you lot, I've sacrificed some of my malt whiskey. So this is going to be some mince pies, mince pie and malt whisky cupcakes. And it's going to have a little pastry style on top. So we're going to start by making those. Well, we're not going to make them all yet, but we're going to start by making the pastry. So in my little blender here, I've got 110 grams of plain flour, and here I've got 50 grams of nice cold butter. So what we're making is essentially just a little short crust pastry. Okay, that's going to hit off. So you tapped it on its own. That we're going to make some little like pastry decorations to go on top. All right. I did think about not bothering, but I thought, no, Jemma does it, I'm going to do it. So all I'm going to do is blitz this together until it forms like a breadcrumby mix, and then I need a bowl with which just to add a little touch of water and some salt. So I'm just going to tip that into that bowl, and then I've got a pinch of salt. Just going to mix it all together, and then I'm going to leave a little bit of a well in the middle, and here I've got a tablespoon of nice cold water. In that goes. And then Jemma suggested what you do is then mix this together with a fork, because it will start to clump up. Okay, and the fork, unlike a spoon, will help break those clumps up until we're getting some, well, I was going to say larger clumps, but until it's all much, blended in. And then I'm going to tip it out onto the surface. Now, we're not going to use any more flour because there's obviously a lot of flour in this at this stage. I'm then going to roughly knead it for a little bit, wrap it in some cling film, and then we're just going to rest it in the fridge while we get on with the other bits. So I'm just going to get that done, wrapped and in the fridge, and then we'll start making the cupcake batter. So into my mixer bowl, I'm going to use a stand mixer for this, you don't have to, but I'm going to, with a beater. So we're just going to sieve in some of the dry ingredients. So I've got 125 grams of self-raising flour. I've got 65 grams of caster sugar. I've got 60 grams of light brown sugar. And then I've got quite a bit of ground ginger. No, sorry, this one's mixed spice. 2 teaspoons of mixed spice. A quarter of a teaspoon of ground ginger. And a quarter of a teaspoon of bicarb. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is we're just going to sift that through into that mixing bowl, and that will be all our dry ingredients for making our cupcake. I've got a few other things that will go into there, but I'll show you them once we're ready to start beating that together. So that's got all the dry ingredients in there. Now what we're going to add now is 140 grams of softened butter, and then I've got the mincemeat. I said. I've got 75 grams of that. In goes that. And then what I've got here that's been soaking for a little while is I've got 3 tablespoons of whiskey soaked currants. Now, like I said, Jemma uses brandy, so she'd have obviously used brandy. I've got whiskey. It's a bit of whiskey spare in there. So I'll chuck it in. Okay. And then all I'm going to do is I'm just going to beat this together for a little bit. Oh no, hang on, I'm putting eggs in, haven't I? So now I want 2 eggs, 2 large eggs, 1, 2, and then what we're going to do is we're just going to beat that together until that's all mixed for a minute or 2 on about a medium speed. Now what I've got here is a tablespoon and a half of milk, but given that I probably had getting on for a tablespoon of whiskey, I'm going to only add about half that milk. Okay, and then I'm just going to get all that blended in. So that's all mixed up, and now I've got 12 cupcake cases all ready to go. I've put my oven on, preheat at 170, so I'm just going to fill or distribute this amongst 12. Okay, and then we're going to put it in the oven and it's going to bake for about 20 minutes at 170. Okay, whilst that's doing, we can get on with the pastry stars or hearts or whatever you want to do. So that's the cupcakes cooked. Left the oven on and I've turned it up a fraction, up to 180. I've got a baking sheet prepared and I've got my chilled pastry out. And what we're going to do is we're going to roll this out now, and this time we will want a bit of flour. And what we're going to do is we're going to roll this out quite thin. And then you want to cut them into whatever shapes you want. Very dry, this pastry. I'm going to use some, do some little leaves, I think. So I'm just going to cut some of these out, put them onto my baking sheet if it decides to come out, and then all we're going to do next is give them a little egg wash and a sugaring. So I'm just going to get these cut out. You might notice I've obviously got a few more here than I've got cupcakes for, but it don't matter. Now all I've got is a simple egg wash, and I'm just going to lightly wash each one of these with basically I've just got some egg yolk. Okay, and then I'm going to take some demerara sugar and I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit on top. And then, like I say, they're going to go in the oven 180 for about 10 minutes. Okay, and then obviously they come out and cool, and the next thing to do is make the buttercream topping that these will eventually stick into. So that's me little leaves on top done. So now what we're going to do is make our buttercream. Now for that I've got some soft butter. I've got 150 grams of that. In that goes. And I'm going to start by just beating it for about 5 minutes until it's nice and fluffy. So now I've got 340 grams of icing sugar, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add half of that now and then beat that in. Got me going, but it's still going everywhere. I'm just going to start beating that in and then get that all nice and whipped in together. So next little job is I'm just going to zest one orange into that bowl. Okay. I'll just take that out so that I can get to the bowl a bit easier. And like I say, I'm just going to zest one orange, and then what we're going to do is we're just going to juice this orange. I want about 2 tablespoons of orange juice. Okay, if you've got orange juice, you can just use orange juice. I'm just going to use this orange. Okay, so once I've done that, we'll add some whiskey. Okay, patch on the orange. So I'm going to add 2 tablespoons. Now I sieved that, didn't I? Now I've got a lump of orange in there. 1, 2, and take me malt whisky, and I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of that. And then we're just going to put that onto low speed and blend all that in together. So now, all I'm going to do is add a nice buttercream topping on each one. Eagle-eyed of you may have spotted, I don't know if I said this earlier, there is only 11 cupcakes here. I tend to use rather large, more muffin cases more than anything else, and as a result, whoops, I don't tend to get the 12 that classically Jemma would get if she was using her cupcake holders. So there we go, that's on there, and then I take one of my little decorative leaf pastries, because of course on a mince pie you would normally have a nice little sugary pastry lid, wouldn't you? So there you have your mince pie and malt whisky cupcake. I'm going to try one in a bit. I've got one that's a bit manky over the bit of paper, so might let you look at me here. So here you have finished cupcake. See some mincemeat in there. You definitely get that hit of whiskey, and I would say not from the actual buttercream, but more from the cupcake. You've obviously also got the richness there of the mincemeat, but I don't seem to have much mincemeat in there, right? I made some of them to give away. I don't think so. I think I'm keeping these. Cheers.